Okay, I'm like, good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday. And how have you been? How's your week been? Hope you won. Hope you smashed those goals. Okay, okay. And if you're a Christian, did you go to church today? All right, today we're going to be having a very interesting conversation. Yeah, it might be applicable to teenage girls everywhere, but before I go on, my name is Fumi. Of course, you know my name by now. My name is Fumilola Akintola Williams. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Informed Teens Academy. It's an online mentorship academy, and we have curriculums that will run your girls through to help them, equip them, grow them, so that they are profitable members of society and even of your family. Okay, so that's by way of introduction. I'm going to just go right into it, and then, as I was saying, that it might be applicable to every girl, yes, but for a lot of girls that their parents have had to change base, change location, from one point to the other. These are some of the things that I have seen that they have had to struggle with. And then, of course, even for an adult, it is not easy. It's not easy for an adult to an adult also find it challenging to be fully integrated into a system. So that should say something to you, that if you as an adult you find it a bit challenging to be fully integrated, then you should know without being told that there are some of the things that your teenage girl might also be grappling with. So it could be from the same that one part of the country to the other. It could be from anything that makes a girl uprooted from her immediate environment to a new place. You should know that it will come with a lot of its especially if it's a teenage girl. If it's a much younger girl, 5 years, 4 years, they really do not have a that kind of basic understanding. But for a teenager, she's had friends somewhere, she's had a life somewhere, and suddenly all of that is uprooted, and she finds herself in a place that she's beginning to wonder what exactly is going on here. So you should be sensitive as a parent to be able to meet the needs of your teenage daughter. So today we'll be talking about what the challenges of an African teenage girl is in diaspora and how you can be helping her. Okay, so your daughter, your teenage girl, she may not sometimes, even you as adult. I was having a conversation with my friend the other time, and I said, I lack words. Sometimes you do lack words to convey what it is that you lack maybe for want of maybe because of the how it is at that particular there's a certain times that you do lack words to express what it is that you exactly feel. By with time, when you sit down with yourself, you're able to um lay a hold of it. But to start with, so sometimes your daughter, and you just categorize it. Oh, she's being difficult. Oh, she's being stubborn. Oh, she should feel lucky. Oh, she should feel. Some of you feel like, oh, you are doing them a favor. That's another card that parents play. You feel your daughter didn't say that, mommy, let's relocate. I mean, that you are the one that said, you're the one that thought it. You finish thinking about it before you even come. Some of you sometimes you all finish you finished everything. Some of you just come and hand over the visas down to your teenage years, and you're wondering why is she not grateful. And she gets to a new place, a new environment, they speak differently, they talk different, they eat differently, everything is. And suddenly you're wondering, why is my daughter, why has she gone quiet? Why has she gone cold? Come on, you know. So she also has things that she's grappling with, and we're going to be having some of the conversation today. The idea is not to say, not to dismiss what your daughter feels. It is so that you know it, understand it, and begin to help her walk through her process. But before we go on, if you've been learning here, if you've been having a good time joining us every Sunday, I'd like you to please share this video to your community members. Share anyone that's parenting a teenage girl between the ages of 10 and 18. Trust me, there's something for them to learn here. Okay, so we go on to it. The number one challenge that your teenage African girl is likely to face, I mean, not likely, that is facing diaspora, that sometimes she may lack the words to express it. Number one is that the hair and body gap. See, until it happens to you, you wouldn't know it's an issue. So back home, while I was in Africa, I used to put on hair extensions for myself. I would do Ghana weaving. My daughter was much younger then, and then she would kind of school she was going to. They had to just come with their natural hair. Okay, So it wasn't a problem. When your babies are small, they're very sweet, they're very quick, cute. When they're 5, 6, 7, it's very easy for you because they want to please mommy, they want to please daddy. But very soon, by the time you open and close your eyes, your daughter is grown. She's no longer the pliant, the compliant, and you wonder what's going on exactly. And imagine pulling that kind of a girl from a place that she's known, from the kind of people she's seen, and all of those, and bring her into a place where everything is different. So this thing, do not dismiss it. Don't say, wow, Auntie, what's the big deal? Hey, it's a whole lot. Let me tell you why it's a whole lot. You, the mom, how many of you? How many? This is not to shame you. This is not to make you feel bad. This is not to make you feel inadequate in any way. It's just to open your eyes to what you may not have thought about. Have you asked yourself why you can never happen without your wigs on, without your extensions on, without your do you understand what I mean? Have you ever thought of why you can't appear without it? You have to have your extensions, you have to have your face fully made, it's all of those things are beautiful, they enhance beauty. I agree to that. But beyond all of that, have you ever thought of it? Have you ever asked yourself, why can't I appear just the way I am? Have you ever? When you go and think of that, then you come back to this conversation. So you understand that this thing that I'm talking about is a big challenge for your daughter. She's teenage, she's self-conscious, she's body conscious, and suddenly in a whole class of all Asian or white or whatever with long hair, slick hair, and she finds that it's only her own hair that is coily. See my own. I pull it then and it's curling straight back. See, I pull it and it's curling straight back. And your daughter is wondering, why am I different? See, she may not have, like I told you, she may not have the words. She may not have the words to come say to you that, mommy, I feel, because of course, I know you have told her, oh, she's wonderfully and faithfully made. I know you've told her all of that. But the practicality of it is staring at her in the face. And everybody's looking, and then the day she gathers the confidence to go to school and put her hair in a bun. And then everybody begins to say, oh, is this your hair? Why is it so different? See, to you, it may not matter. Even to you, it matters. That's why even you as an adult, that's why you even as an adult, no one can see your hair. Some of us, ask yourself, some of us, the moment we losing we'll take the extensions off, we're adding another one. We think, what, do you understand what I'm saying? Have I said those things are bad or they are not beautiful? Of course. But beyond all of that, why are you doing it? So the same thing should be able to take a pause. So you should understand that your girl's challenge is real in the regard of is a gap. Your daughter is most probably like me, brown skinned. Do you understand? Curly hair, and she's in a class full group of a class full of. And don't forget, this is teenage, where self consciousness is so much, is so high. She wants to see. Let me not lie to you. She wants to be like every other person, for whatever reason. She wants to. She doesn't want to be different because she doesn't want to be seen as the odd one out. But it's because you're an adult now. That's why you're understanding that, hey, you do not really have to be like any other person. So if she now comes to, and it's right now I am on that table with my daughter, and I'm like, what's the matter with your hair? There's abs, and you know what? One of the reasons why I decided to go back, because at the time I had to cut my hair, then I started making it again, and in the space of 1 year, it's grown longer again. So it was a deliberate effort on my part so that I could, without pressure, without anything, make my daughter understand that it's okay to just carry your hair the way it is. It is absolute. If I was having a conversation with her, if God wanted my hair long, reaching my bum and silky, He would have made me that way. Do you understand? These people carry themselves without apology. Why can't your teenage girl carry them herself? Because even you that she should see at home, she's never seen you with your hair. Do you understand? And she's teenage. She's a teenage girl. She's seen everything. So if there is a gap, a hair and body gap. So it's a thing for a teenage girl. It bother you, and you to now compound this. Hey, what do you do now? When you are doing hair care. What do you say? Use your hair. It's just hair. It's just hair. See your hair. It's just. You begin to say all sorts of things about her hair. So what do I do? How do you help your girl? Your girl is an African girl. She's already in diaspora. So she's not gonna have that curly. And of course, I hope you know that all the what's the word now? All the things that texturizes, that makes our hair, we used to call them relax and everything. Maybe you know now that yes, there's been a lot of campaign against them that is not really healthy for our hair. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what am I saying? So you begin to, how do I help my daughter? I sometimes I had to ask my daughter, say, please, If you carry your hair like this to the school, tell me what will happen. And she goes, oh, mommy, you cannot understand. And I'm like, what is all of this? So it's a thing. It's a thing. And let's not make it worse. Do not make it worse. Even you, the parent, you're not helping in that regard. I've not said you not wear your hair wigs. I've not said you not wear your extension. But can you go on a challenge with your daughter? Challenge, just a natural challenge. Just you and your daughter. So that your daughter understands that it's okay to be okay. It's okay. Without any addition, any fitting. Okay, I'm not gonna put my hair extension on. I'm not gonna put my weaves, I mean my wigs and what all of those are beautiful, no problems. But to help your daughter, because even with that one she's still struggling. Even with you trying to encourage her, she's still struggling. I told you I started to go back to my natural hair journey, because mostly because I said, oh, come on, we've been there, done that. If you're 40, you understand what I mean, that we've been there, or the wigs, the extensions, what have we not done? So I'm like, hey, can we tone it down a bit? And am I loving the journey? Trust me, I am loving it. So sometimes some adults look at me and like, you're weird. I say, oh, really? It's okay. It's okay to be weird. So that's a gap. The air and what of the body texture? And to not make it worse, because some of you say, why are you so black? You say that's your girl. What do you think is going on her head? And then she goes to school, other people are calling her black. Do you understand? So sometimes you want to watch these things. To you, it's not important, but your daughter is a lot. So why are you so black? How is she supposed to be? She's an African child, for God's sake. How will she be if not black? It's very few of us that have lighter complexion, but the majority of us, we have dark skin. That's how we're made. So why are we making an issue out of it? So the next time you're saying that kind of comment to your teenage girl, you want to okay, how is she receiving it? Sometimes you have to think, you have to pause. This thing I want to say to this person, how is this person receiving it? If you pause and ask yourself how the person is receiving it, it will help you in how you speak. So how do you do to help her? You reinforce that difference is strength. It's beautiful. Sometimes when I now make my hair, when the days I don't make my hair, I like to just loosen it and put all of the hair treatment to soften it up, and I just put a scarf and it's beautiful. So difference is strength. So enforce that. It's not being different is not weird in a world that tries to make everybody the same. Everybody, have you seen? Oh, the wigs maker. Oh, everybody is wearing wig. Everybody is wearing eyelash. Everybody is wearing extension. It's okay. It is fine. But for a teenage girl, is that what our focus really should be? If you get what I mean. So reinforce that difference is strength. I've told my daughter, I said going forward, you need to go. I told her, I said if you want to put hair extensions in your hair, maybe you need to go and look for work to do. I'm serious. Go and look for work to do. So that you know that it is by yourself. Why am I trying to do that? I'm trying to make her understand that it's okay to be those are the things that boost self-confidence. Be okay in yourself. You do not need any else. If you want to do addition, let it be because it's just not because you're trying to hide something. Because really, your daughters are not flawed. Why do they need to be hidden? Neither are you flawed. If God wanted you long, silky, trust me. So if you're in diaspora, you have to be having this conversation with your daughter. The next challenge an African teenage girl in diaspora is facing is the cultural gap. Cultural gap. The culture is massively different. Even you as adult, you're still struggling. So why do you think that your teenage daughter will not struggle? Do you know they call it culture shock. Pardon me. Culture shock. There's such a thing. When I got here, I saw a lot of culture shock. Same thing is happening for your daughter. She's wondering what's going on here. So she's at some time she's in a limbo. She's thinking, am I here or am I there? Do you understand? And to make it worse, some of you, when you get to the West, oh, that is it. Oh, no more speaking of your native language, no more eating of your native food, not more doing anything to reinforce where you're from. Even if your daughter becomes naturalized, becomes a citizen of that place, the fact remains that our first nationalization still remains where she's coming from. So there'll be a lot of the difference is massive. For example, this sleepover culture is a thing here in the West. But where you're coming from, you know that before you release your teenager to go and do sleepovers, because if you're not careful, one sleepover can turn the trajectory of a girl's life forever. One sleepover, just one, just one, can turn everything around for a girl, either positively or in the other way. One sleepover is where a girl begin ideas to be pumped into her mind, into her head. Ideas that negate everything that you've been trying to teach. Ideas that negate everything that you believe in as a family. And before you know it, what does the girl begin to do? Please put this back in the, excuse me, put this back in the the bag so that it doesn't become, thank you. Do you understand? So the culture gap is a lot. You're because everybody's just sleepover now, everybody's sleepover. So suddenly it's like, it's okay, it's fine. You don't know them, you don't know where they're from, you don't know their values, you don't know what they believe in, you don't know who your daughter will be spending the night, but because so that your daughter can feel among. I don't understand this feel among of a thing. It's okay to be, you don't have to be like every other. I don't know who told us, who lied to us that we need to be like every other people. That every other people is allowing their daughters to sleep over. Have I said sleepover is wrong? No, please understand me. I'm just saying your daughters need to be doing sleepovers with people that you know that your values align. Because don't forget that you're still shepherding. You're shepherding your daughter. You're still shepherding the destiny of your daughter. So you can't, she will come. Trust me, my daughter comes with me with a lot of ridiculous stuff. Some of them will make me so angry. I'll just swallow the anger. And say, okay, she's not even 12. So the fact that your daughter comes to you with it doesn't mean that you should not take it, hook, line, and sinker. So yeah, mom, everybody's doing it, and the next thing, a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14 begins to do ridiculous stuff. I see them all the time. I go to work, I'm coming back from work, and I see teenagers, and I'm wondering where are their moms, where are their dads, and then it's a big burden on my heart. The culture is so massive, so the cultural difference is so massive and different. You need to help your daughter. So what do? You reinforce the culture of your family. In this family, this is what we do. In this family, this is what we believe. Do you understand what I mean? You have to constantly, and you know what? And you know, what's that scripture that talks about that the Israelites constantly talking about the culture of God to their children? It's because God knew. Don't forget, God had taken them to a foreign land. They behaved foreign. They behaved foreign. They were foreign. They ate foreign. They served other gods. So the only way the Israelites could have an escape is by consciously, constantly reinforcing their own culture on their kids. And that's why I'm saying that you must tell them in the morning, tell them in the night, don't stop. So don't stop talking to your own daughter. Most of them just randomly ask her, oh, what are our values? Don't assume that she knows. She's going to school where everybody telling her to is school to start having boyfriends at 10, at 11. So what are your values around that? Already in the West, everybody that it's cool to have boyfriends in high school. I don't believe that it is cool because I do not believe that a girl in high school has the emotional capacity and maturity needed to handle dating. I don't believe in high school dating. So that's the culture in my family. Do you understand? But don't say because every other person is doing it, oh, it's just harmless. What do you mean it's just harmless? Teenagers with raging almost everywhere. You say it's harmless? What are you talking about? So, dear parents, please reinforce your culture. What is your culture? In case you're forgotten, this is time to go and remind yourself, what is my culture? What's our culture as a family, as children of God, in the Western world? What is our culture? What do we believe in? You know that will go after I've given you stories of how I come back from work and I'll see something inscribed on my daughter's hand, and then she will write inside. She said she's bored. What do you mean? Because you are bored, and that's why you must put inscription on your hand. I know where that is called. I begin to deal with it immediately. So please, it's a struggle. The culture is different. So you need to reinforce. How do you help her to reinforce your own family culture? The next struggle your daughter is going to have is the mindset gap. The way we reason is different from the way you've raised your daughter to reason is different from the way an average teenage girl in the West reasons. An average teenage girl in the West sees a lot of things. Oh, that's not big deal. There's no big deal. But we know that these things that they are saying there's no big deal. That's why they try out cigarettes, they try out alcohol, they try out what they call experimental sex, they try out a whole lot of things. So as a parent, you must understand that this is a mindset. So some of you, let me ask you a question. Do you really know the mindset of your daughter? Do you really know? You'll be shocked that some of you don't know, you're just assuming. And how would you know if you don't ask them? What do you think about alcohol? What do you think about cigarettes? What do you think about premarital sex? What do you think about all these things? You need to know so that you know where your work is, so that you can know where you can start firing. The way my coach would call it, say you fire from all angles. You know where you start firing from. Because you might just be shocked. You might be shocked. You might be thinking, oh, this is what I think, or this is not what my daughter thinks. And your daughter thinks differently. God forbid that she thinks differently, because that's a whole lot of work already. The mindset gap is a thing. And she's seeing friends. Don't forget, your daughter is going to school. She's seeing friends every day telling her it's not a big deal. Yes, they're telling her it's not a big deal. Because that is what they have seen. That is what is permissible in their culture. That's what is permissible in their climate. And then your daughter is listening. And don't forget, she's forming opinions. Don't forget, teenage is a stage where she listens to her friends much more than she listens to you. So I hope that you have turned to work of making her listen. That even when you're not talking, she's listening. Because she would struggle. She would struggle. My daughter was sharing with me how that she was coming from school, and then a boy was saying to her that oh, this and this and that, and I just laughed. I said, how did you what do you not think about it? So it's normal, it's okay. You are the parent, you're the one that know that no, this is not okay, or this is problem, or at this point, this is big problem. So the mindset gap is a lot. So why are you letting your daughters? How are you comfortable leaving your daughters in the presence of people that you know that the way? And how would you know a mindset? It's from the way the person talks, because it's there in the scripture that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. You know what somebody believe, what they truly believe when they speak, what they truly believe. You know what they truly believe when they speak. You know people's convictions when what they speak. People's conviction, you know it when they speak. So how do you do? Reinforce mind solidification for your daughter. Reinforce it. Reinforce it. How? Continue. Constantly talk about, teach about, live about, beyond talk. Live it. Let your daughter see what you also believe in. It's also giving her a mindset. There's something that the Bible calls the mindset of the righteous. There's such a thing called the mindset of the righteous. And your daughter forms it by watching you. She forms it when you speak to her, when you talk to her. And then when you constantly, when you don't, it's not a one-off thing. It's a lifestyle that is lived. That is how mindset are being adopted or how they are being changed. And then you teach her to. Another challenge that daughter in diaspora is likely to be that is facing is the identity gap. Where am I from? Africa or America? Africa or Australia? Africa or Canada? Africa or the Great Britain? Where am I from? I was at work the other day, and then I called my daughter. She was coming from school, and then if she's coming from school, there's this small phone that I just called to say, "Oh, how are you doing?" It's not an internet enabled phone, just a little phone to be able to monitor where she's gotten to and everything. And I called her that day, and then by the time I was, and so that I could hear her well, I would normally put the phone on speaker. So I put the phone on speaker, and by the time I was done conversing, and then my colleague said, wow, when did you say you moved into the West? And I told her the time that you was. I said, if I didn't know that, if you told me, I wouldn't have argued if you told me that you're giving birth to your daughter here. That the way she was speaking, and I just smiled to myself. I said, hold on, I'll show you something. So when she got home, I called her again to be sure that she's home. And then the switch was amazing. So at that point I sat. I know I take lessons from a lot of things. I sat and said, wow. And I began to think in my head, I hope that we're not having identity confusion somewhere. Oh, I understand acclimatizing. I understand. Do you understand? But when it becomes that, oh, I'd rather be seen as this. Do you understand? So your teenager is thinking, well, so they're not sure. And it is worse because even you, the parent, when you get them, everybody, it is this, oh, everything is British, I'm British, I'm British. You don't trust them. They don't wear your clothes no more. They don't speak your language no more. They don't eat your food no more. What do you think you're doing? You are silently selling to them. So that's why it's a deliberate thing on my part. When we go to church, we don't wear English formal wear to church. No, I deliberately ensure it's a culturally on my part. I don't mind. It costs me more to sew our clothes and bring them, but I do not mind because I'm gently reinforcing. This is where we're from. This is how we dress. This is how we talk. And sometimes my daughter will go, "Hi, good morning" to an adult. I say no, no. I say no. That is not how we talk. That is not how we greet. I say you when you see an adult in our culture, this is how you do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you are deliberately. What am I doing? I'm reinforcing kingdom identity. And then when you want to talk like them, all the F word, all the whatever, I say no, no, no foul language, no got I call it gutter language. I say no gutter language. No, what am I doing? I'm deliberately reinforcing kingdom identity. That's what you do. That's how to help your daughter. So that she's not thinking, oh, that was a mistake that Diana made. So, oh, I'm from here now. I can make friends from here now. I can behave from here now. And we know what that cost her in the end. We know what it cost Samson. We know what it cost Samson. I'm from here. After all, I live here. I can talk like them. But the fact remains that God still wants your daughter different in a world that wants to make us the same. The same thought pattern, the same talk pattern. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a thought pattern to say that once a girl is 18, she's free to do whatever she likes. It's a thought pattern. Me, I don't understand it. When my daughter is 18, she's not free to do whatever she likes. No. Mba. No. She's not. No. She's still answerable to me, to her father, to her mentors. So she's not free. Me, almost 41-year-old adult, I am not free to live my life. I was still having a conversation today with my friend before I came on this stream. I know that I'm struggling with a particular thing, but I can't. Because why? Because I am not allowed to live my life anyhow. Because I'm not permitted to live my life. And so I don't understand what you mean by she's 18. It's a culture. It's an identity gap. So what do? You reinforce. Please, could you put my phone on silent, please? So you reinforce kingdom identity. That's how to do that. You reinforce kingdom identity. Where are we from? Where we come from? How do we talk? Where we come from? How do we speak? Where we come from? How do we react? Where we come from? How do we even show our happiness? How do we show that we are sad? We are angry? The other is angry doesn't mean that you should just speak anyhow, talk anyhow, behave anyhow. Simply because I don't. You have to constantly reinforce kingdom identity. The next gap is the value gap. The value gap. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked to see the wide gap. And your daughter is struggling. Why? Because she's going to school, she's seen all of these things, and she's wondering, oh, am I doing too much? Who else feels that way? You're an African mother, and then you feel that you're doing too much. You're not doing too much. You're only protecting the destiny of your daughter. You're not doing too much. Please put the phone aside. You're not doing too much. You are not doing too much. So protect that destiny at all costs. The value gap. Another was sharing with me how that and I said this particular person, I'm not comfortable. She said, Mommy, why? I said, because she's overly exposed. You see 10-year-olds, the way they dress them here, 11 year I said I don't want, I'm not comfortable. And I'm not afraid to say I'm not comfortable. Yes, so I am not the parent of that one. I am your parent. So it is my duty and to ensure that I protect you from influences that can mess with my journey. What's an 11-year-old girl doing having a YouTube channel where she does all sorts of things? I'm not personally, I'm not comfortable. And I said it. Don't be afraid to say what you're not comfortable about. Don't. So what do you do? I've told you, if you have a teenage daughter, you're from 12, she should have, as outside of her own family, but she should have her own personal values. This is a call again for that. After this class, go and ask your teenage girls, what are the things that you will not compromise? Let them tell you. Because see, you will not know. That is what will guide them when they reach to make decision. That's what they will draw from. That's where they will draw from. So ask them, reinforce, how do you ensure values align before relationships deepen? That's how to help her. You see that this girl and this girl, they are clearly, please separate them. Don't feel embarrassed. Separate them. There was a time I several months ago I mentioned, I said invite your friends, the friends with us over. Just watch. Just watch, for observe. And if it's that this one, it will disturb the work I'm trying to do. Please separate them. Of course, you're not going to go and say to your child's friend that I don't want you to come here no more. Look, come on. Because if you're not careful, that is what will ruin the work you're trying to do with your daughter. Maybe you know. Evil communication. The scriptures cannot be broken. Evil communication. And your daughter is still impressionable. If she's an adult now, I've had time that I've had people do things that no matter how close we were, I was able to say, no, this is what I want to do. Because I'm a full grown adult, for God's sake. But your daughter is still impressionable. She's still growing. A lot of things can still, make her think, I don't want to be left out. And don't forget that it's a fear for young girls. But that's why we're having all these teachings. So ensure that values align before relationships deepen. Don't just allow your child to, anyone is a friend, everyone is a friend. That's dangerous for her. At the level of life that she's in, is very dangerous. You don't censor her friendships. You don't censor where she goes. You don't censor what she's listening to. You don't censor what she's consuming. Most times I'm at home like, what are you watching on your laptop? Please shut it down. I want to see. Let me see. Does it align? Does it align with the values that you have taught her? If it's that she's beginning to listen, she's beginning to listen to music, and you can say, I know it's just they're just teenage. That's what do you mean? What do you mean that's how all teenagers? Is it all teenagers that are misbehaving? I don't understand. Your teenage girl, she goes to a party and she's all over everywhere, and she's just carrying her body in a way that is not dignifying, and you think that that's okay. That's not okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. I'm saying it now. It's not okay. Because if you don't check it, she begins to grow in that line. And it begins to become a matter later. And don't forget, she's growing in a very independent environment. So I don't know whether you've been telling you that when she's 18, she is free to do whatever. Please, I'm telling you now, your daughter is not free to do whatever simply because she's 18. No, no. I've told my daughter severally. Until you show sense. And sense will show in your decisions. That's when I know that, yes, okay, maybe I can let you, So the accountability still stays intact. So the value gap, ensure that values align. Don't just leave it at that. Don't say because it's that time. What do you mean is that time? I don't understand the meaning of that language. It's that time. So they should be doing what? So your daughter, your young daughter can dress anyhow. Some of you even encourage it. You're even the ones that buy it. You're even the ones that buy it. You're telling her that is dressed and her breast is showing. I don't understand. And you're saying it's because she's. What do you mean? Your senior daughter is sitting down. All her clothes is riding up, below her. What's my phone, please? Below her, up her thighs, and you say it's okay. It is not okay. It is not okay. Please excuse me. It's not okay. It is not okay at all. So please, the value gap is a thing. Don't forget, this is not home where this one can. But this is where a place where independence is given at a very, very young age. Don't be so eager to but just cook your daughter. Keep cooking her. Don't be eager to show her off as she's now all grown. And the way we can know that your daughter is now all grown is she has fixed eyelashes, fixed nails, fixed all of those things. What is all of that nonsense? What is all of that nonsense? For a teenage girl, that she should be allowed to be a child. But we want everybody to know in Nigeria that no, my daughter is now she's westernized, she's speaking for now. What's that? What's even that nonsense? Yeah, it's nonsense. Because she has now grown, she's tall and everything. So you think that you want to begin to, humanize her, sexualize her in a subtle kind of way. Come on. Say, I know it's not so bad. The cloth is not so bad, and the girl is bending. I can see her breast. What is the nonsense for? What message are you passing? The next challenge that girls, African girls in diaspora face is the friendship gap. Oh, I was having a conversation with my niece day before yesterday. Oh, it was a war. Trust me. Ah, you don't understand. Ah, you don't understand. Hey, you don't understand. And you could see the anger. I'm serious. Just day before yesterday. Oh, my mommy did it. Oh, my daddy did it. She just went and on. I said, hey, what is all this for? And I said to myself, and I tried to remember when I was 13 at age. I wasn't that bothered about. I had, as I thought about it, I remembered I actually did have friends. I'll share a story with you. So I'm a very, as opposed to how I might look or how I might whatever, but I'm a very social person. I know how to make friends. I when I make friends, just to make friends. So those my friends of those years, they are still my friends till now, of course, because of distance and everything. But I remember then that when my mom was trying to say, why will you be in their house for so long? What are you doing there? I used to guess what I used to fight my mom at that. I fought her a lot that time. I'll just be and out of anger, I'll leave her house and I'll go to my friend's house. And then to make it worse, the house wasn't so far from each other. It's just like maybe two houses and I was and I could be there. What kind of unstructured timing was that? I could be there for hours. Thank God that life was even better. It's not those times that things were different. Things are not so bad now. If your daughter is in a place for 8 hours, you are wondering what's. But then it didn't used to be like that. We will all play together. The boys would be there, the girl, all of us would be there, and there was nothing, no nonsense of whether touching or molesting, whatever. Nothing like that ever happened. But I knew that it was a big deal for me then. And I remember, I don't know what I've told you before, those were my most prolific poem writing years. How the mommy didn't like me. She didn't want to have friends. So please, why am I sharing this with you? Now, suddenly you are a mother. You also, if you will be honest with yourself, you remember how you used to be at 14, at 15. But suddenly you're a mother now because you're forgotten. Life made you forget. Adulthood, you are forgotten because you're so busy doing a lot of things. And then you think that, what do you mean? Why should she have friends? What should she have friends for? That is not an intelligent conversation to be having with your teenager. You're not going to be saying to her that, what's she having friends for? You are trying to invalidate the need for friends. That's wrong. That's wrong. What you need to be doing is you need to be reinforcing what true friendship really is. That's what you need to be doing. I've not said don't make friends, but don't be in a rush. That was the first thing I said to my mother when I got to this when we got to this country. I said, don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. Watch first. So do not forget because now you are an adult. Because now you are busy. Even the friends that you have, you are not keeping in touch with them anymore, which is wrong. You've forgotten them because life got so busy. I know that life is busy for everyone, but there are times that I just take my phone, say I miss my friend. I know what I am so blessed in the sense that I have people that are really, really close to my heart, but not on the same um level. But each and every one of them, I cherish what we share. So I could just carry my phone and say, do you understand me? And then when I'm done, I feel better. So you cannot tell, and then there are friends that so you can't tell me that it's don't make friends. No, that's trauma talking. Go and heal. I don't know what happened to you. And why are you having? Why are you? You see, come back to the conversation. Why are you having friends that are backstabbing you? I've said it. I'm still saying it again. I have never had that experience. Never, because I don't rush. I don't rush into friendship. No, I watch you. I watch you. You are the one that you tell me who you are. Because I know myself. When I love hard. So I'm not gonna be wasting my emotions or dumping my emotions on someone that will come be all of the my friend talk this, oh said this. I have never experienced it. If I have an issue with my friend, I call my friend. See what you have done. See what you have said. If my friend asks issues with me, she calls me. Funela, see what you have done. See what you have said. So all of this, she one said, that one said, I don't understand it. I'm 41. I have never been able to understand it. How you are having to be in that kind of situation. And even acquaintances, never, never, never. It can never happen. I won't give you that chance. What kind of nonsense is that? So because you've had those experiences now, that's what you are projecting on your daughter. And you too, what kind of friend were you? The Bible says that he that will have friends will show himself friendly. What kind of friend were you? What kind of friend were you? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Because if you, it is what you do that you will receive. You've called her your friend, but you bring a matter before your daughters, but she's your friend. You table her weaknesses before your daughters, before your spouse. You table her matter. You table, see what my friend did though. And you're saying it in a disparaging way. And your daughter is watching. So because that's what you have done, you're afraid that it should not be done back to you. That's why you now begin to say, hey, you begin to fight all over the place. So what you should do is deliberately curate, reinforce. What does it mean? If you don't know what it means to have a friend, go and check your holy book. Go and check the scriptures. I know what it means to be a friend. Go and check. So begin to be that kind of thing. Say if a good friend sticks closer than a brother. So it's not when your friend has a challenge. It's not when some of you, that's when you abdicate, will not see you again. So and then you come on social network and say, hey, fake friends everywhere. What do you mean? Even you are fake. Your friend has a challenge. Then instead of if you don't have any genuine words, it's okay not to say anything, but no, you must. No, you don't only even not say it, you carry it to other people. And then your friend is not feeling, I was having a conversation with my friend and they were talking about something very, very, very delicate. And then I knew someone that is the person that that's going through something, but I will not come and say, see, no, no. Your relationship with your friends is not, if you are 40, you're my age bracket, and you're still having talks about people, "Hey, what this one did, what that one did," you're not serious with your life. You're not. I'm beating my chest. Because sometimes when I see what other 40-year-old people are doing, I'm saying, hey, God help me. So how can I be? How can I now? How could you bring yourself so low? This one has done, this one has done, that one what is it? At 40, even at 30, even at 25, what is that? So if you don't know what it means to be a friend, go and learn from the scriptures. Me, I know your pastor. I'm not going to tell you that one. A good friend, dependable, reliable, honest, kind. Be kind. Don't be a user. It's only because this one can do something. Please, let's not stay long there. The friendship gap. So your daughter is going to need friends. Yes. There are things that, how do I know? What I've just told you. My niece. Oh, she was so bitter. She was so bitter. How that her mommy and daddy are trying to circumvent her from, do you understand? But we had conversations about it and I said, okay, this is what we need to be doing and everything. And I've also shared my own experience with you of my mom. Oh, I didn't listen to her. I'll still go with my friends. Do you know something? Till today, my mommy still says, hey, once you say somebody's your friend like this, nothing. And it is true. Go and ask my friends. I don't have a lot, but my friends. If I call you my friend, forget it. You can go and sleep. You can go because I see you as myself. As an extension of, so I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to harm you. I don't want you to be in pain. I don't. So what you need to be doing is to reinforce what friendship truly is. So what is one that you're doing? I don't know. So the next challenge that daughter is likely facing is the need to belong gap. Is a gap. Oh, girls are struggling with it a lot. They want to be like that. Need to be like. So the question is, what is so fundamentally wrong with how your daughter is that she needs to be like somebody else at all cost? What have you told her is so fundamentally wrong with her? Some of these things we don't know, we're the ones that started. I did a class years ago. I talked about how that your home is the conditioning you give your daughter in your home. That is what she approaches her world with. What have you said to your daughter? What have you said so much to your daughter that she wants so much? She doesn't want to be this one that she is. She wants to be so much like every other person, and that's what she drives. That's what drives her friendship. That's what drives the choices that she makes, and that's why you're having struggles with her. Then you tell her things like, can't you do it like this person? Or when you look at her body that you did not create, you did not create the body. You just look for one fault, and slam it on the girl. Teenage girl, you're slamming words on her anyhow. Are you joking with me? So you don't know that word is going straight into her. She'll go and think about it, ruminate about it. More think about this sooner. No, I don't want to be this person. I think that is a joke. I think that no, I was just angry. There are times I've shared with you that sometimes I'll be angry. It's me because now this is now. I don't want to be having to say I'm sorry. So I will curate my words even when I'm angry. I get it. There are times that you feel frustrated, but please let's get on top of our emotions. Do not body shame your daughter. Do not use her weaknesses. Do not, because all of those things, it will make her want so much to be anybody but what you have said. If that makes sense to you. So do not do that to your daughter. Don't. Don't do that to her. That's why she'll feel the need. Otherwise, why at, I don't know. I see them, teenage girls. You will not recognize whether it's the adult you have just seen. But when you now look at the face very well, say, ah no, it's a child, it's problem. Eh? You go and talk to her like this is problem. Why does she? Why? Why? What do? You need to reinforce individuality. How do you reinforce individuality? Assert your appeal. Affirm your daughters. Affirm them. Brother did a GCS. I mean, that one they do to go to high school. And I say, you know what? I'm not saying that um it's not good to have all of A's. But what I'm saying is that I saw, because I saw her that time. Really, I saw her how she focused, and how she put her effort, and that was what I celebrated. So if you come back with A's, if it is B's, if it is C's, yes, what is it? Because why? I saw the effort. I saw it. So see your daughters when she's trying to be better. See her, and that is the time most of us don't really see our daughters. It is the ones that they don't see. I was going this morning. I opened the wardrobe and I wanted to. I just said okay. I just okay. And I remember the times when she, even though she tried, she will not. This girl, these people are not full adults yet, so they won't be. Even you are not perfect yet, but they will make effort. And I remember the times that she made efforts. So I'll be like, that was what I remember. This one, that one calmed me all the way down, and I did not do anything. I just packed up and began to, do what I needed to do. So why am I saying that? If you make your daughter so uncomfortable in her person, in her skin, in her personality, some of your daughters struggle with some things. It is that same struggle. That's why you be hammering or anything you have a misunderstanding with them. It's not wise. If you have told me that my nose looks, well, some of you even use body differences. You used to shame your daughter. Let me give an instance. You say, see the way your nose is very wide. What happened to Michael Jackson? Whoever read that story? I was reading his book, one of his, is it biography? I can't remember. He said his dad used to say to him that his nose was wide. Hush. Do you know how that word entered that man's mind so much that even as a billionaire, even as someone that sold tickets, blah 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 blah, all the words that his father said never left his head, and that was the beginning of his problems. Because what happened? He began to go and be tinkering with his body. He started tinkering with his body. He started with the nose, and gradually he started having pain. From the pain, he started using another drug to kill the pain from the effect of the surgery, and he got hooked on drugs and everything and everything and everything and the whole estates. We know what happened to Michael Jackson. He died as big, as famous as he was. He died a broke man. And I just read that book last month. Say my dad used to say that my nose is very wide. Some of you, the way you abuse your daughters. The other day, my daughter was did something very bad, and I was correcting her. I didn't put body abuse. No, I don't do that. I just said something. But when I know the way the head of a teenage girl is very is wired wrong. Let me tell you, how it's wired funny. They wouldn't see what they have done. It's funny. Your daughter will not know what she has done. She wouldn't know your response. If you're watching me live, please put in the comment section. Your daughter will forget what she has done, but she will not forget how you responded. So she said I was abused. I said, don't manipulate this your way out of this. I said, I did not have, I said, I know the meaning of abuse. And that wasn't what I did. I was angry with you, and I spoke to you angrily, and I gave you boundaries. you understand what I mean? So when you say the things you say to your daughter, you don't know the effect it's having on them. That's why I had to remember. It's even good that I remember the story of Michael Jackson. So his problem started from what his father was telling. Saying his father used to tell him that his nose is white. If I say the name of the book, I can put it in our community. Go and read it. It's a book. It was written by himself. Questions and answers and all of that. I will get the name of that book. And that was how it started. Otherwise, why are teenage girls struggling with body modification? Why are teenage girls struggling with body dysmorphia? Why? Teenage girls. Who knows what their parents have said to them? What have you said to your daughter? Some of you cannot remember the last time you complimented your daughter. I don't know why it's a problem. Sometimes I look at her and say, you're so beautiful. Is she not beautiful? What's your problem? Compliment her, Biko. Because in your head, you're already thinking that when they told you that you were beautiful in 14, you started going to the mirror, you started looking at your breast, you started looking, and you started doing like this. You started doing, and that was where your issue with boys started. Come on, trauma, go and heal. Compliment your daughter. Let her be comfortable in her body. So she's not willing to be anybody. She's not wanting to be anybody. Another thing, some of us, so our parents never told us we were beautiful. If you are here, raise up your hand. Your mother or your dad never told you that you were beautiful, so it's hard for you. It's fine. They didn't know. But now I'm telling you, usually if you're in the diaspora, compliment your girls. I said it to the girls all the time, you're looking so beautiful. And some of you are so selfish. Hi. Because it is selfishness to see somebody beautiful. To open your mouth and say, you're looking so good. This problem. Come on. Go and heal. Go and heal. Some of you even resent your daughter. Sometimes I look at her. I know. Oh God. You look at her, you resent her. Let me tell you how you resent it. Because while you were her age, you know how you was only 3 pants that you had, and you just had maybe four trousers. You had to be switching. Your time has gone. Go and heal. Go and deal with it. Let it go. This is now. Face your daughter. Because see, when you begin to say all those things you said to her, that's why I gave you that example. You said to her, you say her eyes are so big, or her fingernails are so whatever, or you think you are joking, but you don't know you're making permanent impression in her mind. So she looks at herself, she never sees anything, so she sees that one that you have made her to see. That's what she sees. And what will she now do? She will want to be. She will feel that need to belong. And what is the need to? If you see the need to belong in the West, you'll be afraid. You don't want your daughter. You don't want to do that to your daughter. You will not. You will not. The need to belong is weird. The things they do, the things you see teenage girls do is weird and it's scary. You don't want your daughter to be in that space just because you refuse to see your daughter. So you need to see her. You need to really, really see her. So what do? You reinforce individuality. If your daughter is slim, accept her that way. Some of you even struggle with the weight of your daughter, with how they look. All you struggle. Even when you can't massage, you're looking at one girl in church, how she's so put together. What is your problem? Can you see your daughter? See your own. See your own. That child that you have, that is the one that you should face. That's the one that you have business with. So if she's having issues with pimple or acne, help her. Help her. She's having issue with weight, control her food. Do you understand? That's what to do. Not that you are wishing she's somebody else. Not that some of you secretly wish that you have somebody else's daughter. I don't understand. I don't want to have anybody's daughter. The one, except the one God has given to me. That is the one I'm supposed to parent. What am I looking for? And you say things, it sticks in their head. And they want to be every other thing except that thing that you have called them. With Nelson, the same thing. Words that their parents have said to them. Some of you, it is funny how we're repeating trauma. Some of us, adults have said things to us. Till now, we have never forgotten. So how are we still saying hurtful, mean things to our daughters because you're frustrated? If you're frustrated, please, the next time you go and drink water. Just keep gulping water. If you know things that I have to do because I'm frustrated, you'll be laughing. I've had to take a walk. It's not me and my daughter. It's nobody else. Oh. I've had to say, please excuse me. I've had to say, please excuse me for now. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I've had to go and join her and say, this, oh, I mentioned that name, I'm sorry. I've had to say, oh, she did this and this and this. I'm telling you. Just so I'm not pouring out of anger. I'm not, sometimes I'll be stammer, and when I'm very upset, I stammer. Sometimes I'm stammering bad, and I just take a pause. That's why every year I attend emotionally intelligent parent course every year for the past 5 years, every year, because nobody gets there, but it's a journey. And you're in diaspora, you're saying all of a sudden to your daughter, and she'll now go to class, she'll now see somebody different, she'll not see somebody with, after you have told her that her hair is like sponge. Some of you said that. You say, why is your hair like sponge? I don't understand what you mean by sponge. I don't understand. I love our hair, the texture of our hair. Say it's sponge. And your girl is thinking, oh, okay, my hair is sponge, so I need to wear wig. And that's why you see in diaspora, you see teenage girls wearing wigs, teenage. And I'm like, what's going on? And it shocks me. Because somebody has made them feel that something is wrong with how they are. So that needs to be, how do you reinforce individuality? The way your daughter is, accept her. Go and accept your daughter. Accept your daughter the way she is. And be careful with the words around your daughters. You have to be very careful. Some women now are looking for what is lost, not lost. Especially if your daughter is a heart-wired child. I think I talked about that. If your daughter is a heart child, so that old words here like this, it doesn't leave their heart, no matter what, no matter what you do, it doesn't take away how they still feel. So you need to be careful. You need to be careful. Imagine how somebody as big as Michael Jackson. When I read that story, I dropped that book. I almost wept for the man because I felt pity for him. How big he was, how resourceful, how ash. But because what a father said never left his head. Say your nose is very wide. So if you say to your daughter, say see your eyes, you abuse them, you use their fathers, the physical feature of their father, use it to abuse them. That's what you do. It's like witchcraft though. Can't stop. So then the next challenge your daughter is likely to face is the only one gap. See, this one, even you as an adult, you are struggling with it. The world has gone crazy, whether we like it or not. It's gone crazy. So your daughter is feeling that, oh, mommy wants me to. Do you know, sometimes you don't know, but it's a lot for those girls. So she's thinking she's the only one. I call it the only one gap. The only one. The world is crazy. And mommy is saying, I shouldn't have a boyfriend at high school. Mommy is saying, I need to keep my purity. Mommy is saying, I don't have to go clubbing with the rest of the girls. And she's thinking she's the only one. Oh, it's too hard. When other friends, she sees what they are doing. So it's a challenge. The only one. It happened to Elijah. Do you remember? Elijah said, oh, I'm the only one left. I'm the only one left. I'm the only one. Nobody again is left. Everybody, they have bowed down to Baal. It's only me that is remaining. Imagine if Elijah had other people like him, other prophets like him to encourage. But didn't see them physically. Until God had to tell them, say, Elijah, go and calm down. I still have 7,000 of you that have not bowed. So, what am I saying? That your daughter can feel that I'm the only one. Especially if your daughter is young. You know, it feels like forever. She's just 12. Mommy wants me to maintain purity till I marry. Maybe I'm marrying at 21, 22. That's how many years. And that's another thing I need to quickly mention. Please, advocate for early marriage for your teenage girls. Yes. So, groom them. Begin to groom them now. For marriage, groom them. There's no point in marrying at 28. I married at 28. I wish I didn't. So there's no point in marrying late. No. They can grow together with their spouse, with their children. So you have a teenage girl. If your daughter is 15, 16, sorry, what did I say? I did say 16. From 15, begin to teach your daughters. Put them in what she will learn about marriage. So that when she wants to enter the dating world, she has a clear understanding of who she wants to date. Many of us date rubbish. Your daughter doesn't have to date rubbish. She can date once and get it once and marry and it'll be fine. If she understands what she's already going into. Do you understand? So the only one gap. She's thinking I'm the only one. I'm the only one. She's not the only one. And in diaspora is hard. Let me tell you something in diaspora. You can in diaspora now, you can, as a 13-year-old girl, I can go to a pharmacy to go and say, give me contraceptives, don't tell my parents. And that pharmacist does not have the legal right to tell the parents of a 13-year-old that a child has come to ask for contraceptives. So what do you think is happening? So there's free sex amongst, yes, there is. And here is your daughter. Mommy says I should. And if you're advocate for purity like I do, so you're saying, I want you to stay pure. So she's not marrying it. Because the environment she is not helping. So what do you do? Put her in communities. Put her in communities. My daughter has been in mentorship since she was age 8. Is it 8 or 7? I can't remember. Maybe 8. See, it might look like sometimes I'll say, I'm not going to make payments. I'm not going to make payments. But I know that is a lie. I know that that's my structure to help her so that she knows that she's not the only one. Am I saying that in all of those people, all of those in that community, am I saying that all of them will be same-siders? No. But that I will know that that journey of purity she's trying to embark on, she's not the only one. That is what community does. Do you understand? So that she's not weary like Elijah. See, Elijah, he was tired. He said, God, take my life. He said, I'm not better than people that have gone ahead of me. You know that can get so overburdened. I'm the only virgin in my class. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm the only virgin in my class. I'm the only virgin in my amongst my friends. So another thing is you're not gonna go and be shouting. You're not gonna go and be shouting to your daughter to say, hey, I'm a virgin. Hey, all of that is nonsense talk. Because virginity is not a skill. It is just a relationship between a girl and a god. If your girl is a virgin and she does not have the skills, she'll still have it. The skills to needed to navigate marriage. She will still have issues. So please, but because we don't advocate for girls sleeping around, so that's why we're having this conversation. So she's not gonna go and be saying to girls that are already having sex to say, I'm a virgin. Hey, that's not wisdom. Somewhere I'm thinking in my head. You know, my imagination is very wide when it comes to girls. So I'm thinking in my head, what happened to Dinah? Was it that she's told her friends that, hey, I'm a virgin, I have not seen any man? Was that what happened? Why did she get raped? Do you understand what I mean? So I'm just thinking, don't mind me. It's not the scriptures. I'm just thinking. So it's not for us, it's not for your daughter to go and be shouting, hey, but help her. When the angel came to Mary to talk to her, she said, Mary pondered about these things in her heart. So let it be between your daughter and yourself. So I was having a conversation with her and I said, she said, Mommy, I want to do this, I want to do that. I said, no, not yet. When the time is right, I am the one that will do it for you. So it's not be a code between yourself and myself. Do you understand what I mean? So it's between your daughter and her God and you as a guardian. So put her in community so that she's not feeling alone. Most girls, that's why they give up. Yes, especially on the virginity work. That's why most girls get like, everybody's doing it. No, it's not everybody. No, no. So begin to sound that message now. Begin. The only one. It's a challenge. She's thinking she's so don't expose your daughter to wolves. That's why I mentioned about know the community. Don't expose her. Don't overexpose your daughter. And everybody she's talking to is having boyfriend. So if your daughter is the only one, you understand what I mean? Every of her friends has boyfriend. She don't know that's it's just a matter of time. They will find boyfriend for her too. Communities again. So the next one, I didn't want to take this out time like this. So the overwhelm gap is a lot. I know when I first moved, I know this that I'll drop my daughter in school and I will just walk and I will cry till I come back to the house. Trust me, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's for me, adult. So that the daughter is not talking to you about it doesn't mean that it's not happening. There was a day I was at work. My daughter just called. She just mailed me. Sometimes she just because of how we come here, she just mailed, Mommy, please call me. So when I see Mommy, please call me, I drop everything I'm doing and I just call straight. I said, what's going on? I said, Mommy, I feel so. If you see the word she used, I used to say, God, I beg. I'm telling you. Say, Mommy, I feel so. And the way she says those words, I say, hey, what is the problem? That's why I said the way the girl's brain is wired is very funny. She doesn't think their brain magnifies. Hi, I wish you understand this. Their brain magnifies things. So that little thing, her brain has taken it out of proportion. So that's why you said to her that, oh, you're stupid. She actually believes that she's stupid. I mean, you don't want to go and be telling your girl that. So imagine if you're not telling her that you're smart, your mind is sound, and then you're wise. Imagine the flip. Imagine it for a minute. So the overwhelm gap. So yeah, I feel this as a God, but what has happened? So when I began to talk about, okay, what is it? Why are you feeling this way? So she's not even 12, but I saw that that's likely that's an overwhelm somewhere coming from other things, and then we discussed about it. So what do? You steady her with assurance. Steady her with assurance. Steady your girl. See, the point you're missing is you're thinking, oh, she's all grown now because she's almost, if your daughter is 13, she's likely as tall as you already. So if she's 15, so in your head, you're thinking she's grown. Hey, dear parents, she's not grown. She's still coming up. So steady her. She still needs assurance. Oh, yes. So by the time, what do? We catch up. We have nights of catch up. Like tonight, there's another night of catch up. We catch up. We catch up. Catch up. I know it's hard, it's a new territory, it's a new terrain, but what are your struggles? Can we talk about it? And then she knows that she's sin. See, a girl that knows that she's sin at home, she would, even if she wants to follow the crowd, she will still pause because she knows that somebody truly cares. Most of those girls that you see run with the crowd, run crazy and everything. Go and check how is the home. Is she loved? Is there a mom? Is there a dad? Is there a father figure if there's no dad? Or is there a mother figure if there's no mom? The overwhelm gap is a thing. So assure your girl it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. You're evolving, you're growing. Imagine you brought a growing a girl whose body is changing to a new climb, and she's going, someone's already looking at her somehow. All of those things is a lot going on in their head. So steady her. I don't say, what do you mean? You're even too sensitive. No, no. When you say things like that, it's not wisdom. No, it's not. Steady your girl. Then finally, the not enough gap is a lot. You as adult, you face it. At work, you're thinking, hey, can I not? Yes, adults. I wonder why we think that our girls will not have these struggles. The not enough gap. I'm not enough. I don't speak like them. I don't talk. Hey, if you see these kids, the level of when I say that we have to do more with our girls, because you know what? By default, Africans we are wired to want to keep short. We're wired to want to keep quiet. But these are girls that I mean the people that they are gonna be competing with, they've been told from age one to speak up. Your daughter that came from a culture where they told her it is disrespectful to look at an adult. Did they, I don't understand. In our own culture, they tell our girls to keep quiet. Don't talk when an adult is talking. In our own culture, they tell the girls when an adult is talking, you don't look at that thing is demonic. How do you mean that I cannot look at you? I don't understand. Even when God said, come, me and you, Fumola, me and you, let's reason. So human being say you are talking, I can't look at you. That's already a disadvantage to our girls. They now brought them to a climb where a child has been told since age 6, since 1 that she can speak to speak up. Speak up. Speak up. You should see the confidence of these kids. So if not that you have done thank God. Anyway, so if you have not done an extra work on your girl, that's why our girls are struggling in school. They're struggling. They're in class, they don't contribute, they don't participate, they don't say anything. Because they've been told for too long to keep quiet and not talk. So what do you think will happen? It will result in this gap I'm talking about, the not enough gap. She's thinking I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not as smart. Even though she's smarter, but because she didn't shut down too much. So as I say, let your girls speak. So now when I say let your girls speak, I don't mean let your girls be rude or disrespectful. But I'm saying take their opinions. That thing that used to do you that you not take opinions, that you think, who is she? I'm a mother. Go and remove all of those wiring. Your girl, you are a parent, but doesn't mean that the child is without opinion. Because see, if you keep shutting her down, that is what will happen when she gets outside. Of course, as a parent, you know when to draw the line. You know when she's overdoing it, and then you need to nip it in the bud. But your girl is competing on a world stage, global stage, where girls are being taught to advocate for themselves, when girls are being taught to use their voice. Advocate for yourself. I told my daughter, I said, I will not always be there. If something is wrong, speak immediately. That's what I said to her. I won't always be there. You feel, trust your intuition, trust how you feel. You feel that this is wrong. Please speak, don't wait. Speak and get out of that place. So it's a gap. So if you're still there, you're still saying, what do you mean you're talking? I'm talking, you're talking. Hey, you're still there. Okay. You just raised a girl that the world can shut down. And if you bring them to diaspora, and that is why they try to, and because a child must communicate, a child must express. A child must express. That's all of the expression. It now turns into negative. And you now call it that she's rude. Oh, she's this, she's that. A child she knows that she can respectfully air her views. My daughter will say, Mommy, can you let me speak? So, do you know she's already saying, Mommy, can you let me speak? I know that I'm already trying to shut her down. But some of us at that point say, what do you mean? How dare you? No, now. So she, can you let me speak? I said, okay. So I swallow my pride. I said, okay, speak. So when she now speaks, I said, okay, is that, do you now see what I mean? Then we talk like two intelligent people. You're not God, you are a parent, you are a guardian. Don't shut down her voice. The world wants to drown her voice. Then you are helping, you are collaborating with the world to drown the voice of your daughter. It will tell now. I've told you, don't collaborate with the world against your daughter. So what do? Prep her up. Let her speak up. Let her use your home. Yes, let her. When my daughter was much younger, those were the things I used to do. I will prepare something. So come and deliver. Come and look at me as though I'm an audience. Yes. I was doing that as far back as when she was 4, 5. Yes. I didn't know then that I was even going to move to the West. So I said, yeah, I will prepare her. Come and speak to me. And today, my daughter, if you see the level of confidence, of course, that does not mean that it's fully there. But do you understand? So when you're with at your and now in her school, she's so popular in her school, not because she's rude or sass or whatever, but because she would speak her mind. So don't let your daughters, don't shush them, please. Don't say, I'm talking, how dare you, please. Your daughter is human. And she's a teenage, so she will rebel. So if you don't give her expression at all, she will look for a way to find her expression and she will express it wrongly. So these are the things that your daughter is struggling with in the diaspora. I mentioned number one, I said the air and body gap. I said a lot about that. The cultural gap, the mindset gap, the identity gap, the value gap, the friendship gap, the need to belong gap, the only one gap, overwhelm gap, not enough gap. And I didn't just mention those things. I told you what to do to help your daughter. So oh my God, it's already over an hour. I got carried away. I'm so sorry that it's normally I want to keep it within an hour. I hope that you've learned something. Don't forget, our latest book will soon be out. It will probably be on Amazon and Seller. I'm still looking at the publishing part, but whatever its details are, it will be shared in this community. And like I said, if you've been learning, you've been growing, please let's grow this community together. And please do not forget to bring your girls. We have other girls that will mentor. Let your daughter not feel that she's the only one on her journey. Okay, I'll be here next week again. Thank you for joining me. If you are watching live, and then if you catch the replay, I appreciate your comment. I don't take it for granted. Thank you. God bless you, and bye bye. See you next week. Bye.